We are living in a time where there's a lot of believers out there who are being crushed by so many things in their lives that they probably feel like they've been abandoned by Jesus. They're feeling mentally overwhelmed, they're facing crushing financial debts, and many are probably bitter and perhaps even angry with God. For those of us who have had such a hard road laid before us, we question our faith and we wonder if we're actually following the Messiah. We continually question, has he actually accepted me? I'm not going to go into all the things I'm struggling with right now. Suffice to say, I can really relate to these struggles. But interestingly, I was just reminded of a verse in 1 Samuel chapter 22. Let's set the stage. David has been anointed to be the king, but he's not ascended to that role just yet. It's not his time. The reigning king, Saul, feels threatened by David and is seeking to destroy him and any of his supporters and followers. David has subsequently fled and gone into self-imposed exile in the meanwhile. Now, during this time, there were hundreds of people who recognized David for who he was, the future king of Israel. And such people joined with him in his exile. And in verse 2, there's a description of what these people were going through. All those who were in distress or in debt or discontented gathered around him, and he became their commander. Was the future king of Israel surrounded by the best of the best, the strongest, the smartest, the most mentally balanced, the most clever? No. He took on those who were mentally overwhelmed, many who had massive financial debts. And interestingly, the final word that's been translated as discontented, the Hebrew word basically means bitter. We know that many parts of David's life foreshadow the rejection, the majesty, and the ultimate rulership of the Messiah, Jesus of Nazareth, Yeshua HaMashiach. Did Jesus call the strong to follow him? Those who are clever and talented and those who had their lives together? No. God chose what is weak in the world to shame the strong. If you are mentally overwhelmed, in financial debt, maybe even bitter with God as to how your life has unfolded, but you know that Jesus is the Messiah, and you're striving with all of your strength to follow him, you haven't been rejected, no matter how angry or bitter you might be. You're on the right team. And while you may still wrestle with overwhelming burdens and it appears that God isn't delivering you from such traumas, you are being prepared for great things. Keep fighting, be faithful, and use what God has given you.